On today's episode of Moto Cheese.
The following movie is rated I.
What's up, Minitruck? Someone had a great idea. Mini super cheesed now. Super cheesed. People asked how many belts I went through. That one's a little stretched. I think I went through 4 belts that I stretched. Maybe 5, because I did use some narrow ones. And 3 belts that I totally destroyed. I'm going to bring these back and see whether they'll take these back on return. I have more. These also came from there. That one didn't. I never used that one or that one. That's for sizing, of course. That one I forgot where I picked up. This one I did use for a little while. I guess I'll have to keep that one. And that came from somewhere else. Now you get to see my little cheesy belt collection here. Don't mind the cobwebs, I use those for bug control. So these I didn't use, so I'm going to bring back. These are 37s that I ruined, mini ruined. This one was just a tad too small, although I think I'm going to keep it with me because I could probably force it on if I needed to. So if I go 1 inch bigger on a pulley, is it 1 inch bigger belt? I don't know. Someone else also mentioned that they're not doing a dislike count anymore on YouTube. I'm really disappointed on that because I had 2 haters. Every time I put a video up, I'd get 2 dislikes, like within the first 5 minutes. Sorry guys, your dislikes are not going to count anymore. Just from after I parked it, looks like the tensioner has more pressure on it. Maybe from sitting overnight. I did tighten them plastic flanges on there, but I wish I could cut a groove and put like one of those flat O-rings. I don't think a gasket's good. Or maybe I should put a little thin layer of Permatex. I just really don't want to use Permatex because if I ever take it off, I got to clean everything. But that does clean up fairly well, right? Comes off pretty easy. So, put a few more miles on this. See how it holds up. That's another thing. I bought a dash cam that actually has a reverse camera, and they both have LEDs, so I'll probably put the reverse camera here and the dash camera somewhere else and move that camera back where it normally goes, up there, because then I'll have an eye on there all the time. And I do like that video. It shows everything. We should take a peek in there, huh? Looks good. The vast majority of you guys are saying to keep the spring tensioner. So we will do that. Since I'm going into New York, get some milk at the Mobile. Maybe I'll stop at the hardware store and see if they have any 26-inch Kevlar belts. So I got my bypass blow-off valve. My 1-inch NPT tap didn't come yet though. It's going to be hard to find where to tap that in. I think I might have to tap on that actual cast iron elbow for the suction side, because you know my nipple, he said nipple, is only like that long. But I think the cast iron where the elbow goes down into the supercharger right in the side, the bypass valve has to be like right there or else it'll suck in a tube, so you need like a little short tube. The actual pressure side I can put on that pipe where I already added all the other stuff, so that won't be a biggie there. We're warmed up enough now, Minnie. Let's go. You guys have some great ideas, man. Keep them coming. My content's too cheesy. E-bike. It's a nice bike.
Thank you.
How many miles you get out of battery?
50 miles.
About 50? How fast you get it?
30.
30? Nice. I like it. How much was this? 1500. That's pretty cheap for an e-bike, huh? I got a YouTube channel.
Oh, you put me on it?
If you don't mind.
No. What's your YouTube channel?
MotoCheez. Yeah, here. I'll give you a key tag.
Moto Cheese.
Yeah, I do motorcycles and modifications on mini trucks and pretty much anything with a motor. But I've been looking into these e-bikes. I was trying to find something that's like this has pretty decent tires, something that's you can use off-road too.
Full suspension front and back.
I see that.
And a suspended suspension seat.
Oh, that's a shock absorb. You got it set up nice too. Yeah, you got your camera. It's 7-speed pedal, but not electric drive, right?
So if I do this, just like this.
Yeah, it helps it along, right?
Yeah. So
But the drive is actually on the back wheel, right?
that's the wheel.
Right. I was actually thinking of doing a kit on a bike. You can buy the electric drive wheels, and I would
Yep.
put one on the front and one on the back, and make it
Have
like
full wheel,
right.
Full,
And then you can
full wheel drive.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that too, doing the front one too.
you probably could. That looks like the same size, and this actually breaks in half, so you can put it in a car.
Yep.
Wow.
Split it in half. Drop the handlebars too. That folds down.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Pedals fold in.
Man, they thought everything. How many miles you have on it?
Almost like 5,000.
Holy cow! I think I've seen you in my videos before.
Yeah, but I'm in Carmel mostly. What's your name?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah.
You just call you Cheese.
Everybody, that's my nickname. That's why I went with the name. What was your name?
Let me know.
Justice.
Justice.
Like I said, it's 4 to 7.
16. Gotta check the date.
Cheese. Take it easy.
Yeah, you too. Maybe I'll see you around again.
Good morning, sunshine.
I don't need a receipt, thanks. Have a great day. That thing's pretty awesome. Got some thumbs up, Minnie. Well, let's put a few miles. You know what I've noticed too? Even though it says there's like negative boost, it is helping it along because those rotors are spinning. Minnie's pushing people up this hill now. What the heck, man? 45 through here, boy. That's it. Minnie couldn't take it anymore. 30 and a 45. A little bit too slow. Not that we're in a rush. This trip is about 15 miles each way. I forgot to mention, when I built that tensioner bracket, when I first put that spring tensioner on, I was down a little further, and I couldn't get my oil dipstick out. So I had to move it up about an inch, so I could just work my oil dipstick out. Don't want to block that off. These hills always killed it too. Running so cool. It must have been belt slippage. I wish I knew some places to explore up this way. I know there's got to be a lot of them. I just can't think of anything right now. York border right there. This might be 20 miles. I'll have to GPS it. And a horsey on the roof. See if I can remember that shortcut. Mini's running excellent. Pretty sure this is it. Yeah. Somebody's wrapping their house for the holidays. I think I missed my turn. Yep. I overshot it by quite a bit. I didn't think it was that much. That's the road it should have come out on. The Amenia Tractor Supply. And another dollar store. In Freshtown, of course. Minitruck loves Tractor Supply. These guys exchange welding tank bottles. Argon. I should have brought mine. I have one or two that I need filled. Stupid Cheezy.
And your first name?
7563. Darn it. I could do a 28. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to do it. Might be 28. I'll get it anyway. I gotta get a piece of 1/2-inch pipe or 3/8 if I need more spacers. And this stuff for brackets. Of course, I don't need this stuff anymore, but I'm gonna get it anyway. It's always good to have. I gotta find black iron pipe. Threaded rod. No, don't need that. They only go down to 28. Okay. Oh, sure, they have all the plumbing here, but not in New Milford. Oh. Darn it. Too big. That's where I got my pulleys, boys. $12.99. See what it's made for. Let's put that one on the crank. See how many pounds boost we can get then. 100. $29. There you go, if you're building a dump. Right there. Pretty fair price too. Unless you want to go with the big, that'd be plenty. Mine's overkill. Oh, and they got gate openers. Ooh, look at that. Sold out in Florida. You'd think they'd have 3/8 pipe, right? How small Mini looks next to that van. They didn't have one of the belts we're looking for, Mini. I'll bet you could beat that car in a race. What were them things called? Ford Fiesta or something? What the heck was that thing? Take the highway, Mini? Okay. Come on. 55. Mini wants to go. Almost 52. Come on. There you go. Of course you speed up now I can pass. I'm not road raging. I just like doing the speed limit. I'm perfectly calm. Almost 55, almost. Good. You ever get behind someone that can't drive and you gotta look what they look like? I gotta look. Oh man. Another dollar store. Running good, Minnie, running good. No problem. Champion that hill easily. Flatten those hills right out, Minnie. Huh. Car just cut the other car right off behind another one. I'm convinced that lockdown really screwed people up. They can't drive anymore. Let's go. Oh boy, Minnie. You got her, Minnie. Well, light's still going, barely. It's warm. See, when you add extra mechanical, you run the risk of another mechanical failure. Everything else is so good. That's the problem. The belt actually stretched to the limit of that tensioner. What the hell, guys? I'd love to put a serpentine belt on here, but where the hell am I going to find the pulleys? I mean, this I can get serpentine, but that is going to be hard to find a blank.
A few moments later.
Well, I'm going to Levines and see if I can get an automotive belt that size. Mini was running so good. I'd love to put a serpentine belt like a lot of you guys mentioned, but I can't find a blank pulley that I can machine to put on that crank pulley. They gotta have something, right? You think when I let off, the vacuum is causing so much stress on that supercharger? Break down straights, boys. Maybe that bypass valve would help it. It's got to be something. I'm not the first one to use these with the V-belt. Add another belt stretch to Mini's collection. I guess when we watch that video, we'll see how long that thing's been flopping.
That's what she said?
I wouldn't be surprised if that super high vacuum, when I'm off the throttle totally, and that supercharger's trying to pull that through, it's like a total blockage. So I wouldn't be surprised if that could be what's really wearing out the belt a lot. I try not to let off of it all the way. It does need a bypass valve, because even if I had a throttle body, it's like closing off that port fully. 2 more miles, Minnie, you can make it. I mean, I only probably put maybe 60 miles on this belt.
A little later.
The guy at Levines gave me an Automotive Belt. Maybe that'll last longer. I didn't catch his name, but that's what he gave me. Well, we'll see how it works. I guess we should see what it looks like running, huh? See, that's perfectly in alignment. So it's definitely not that. Well, even the stock belt's bouncing over there. Should have caught his name, but I did give him a key tag. Green stripe. Hope you guys are right. Tell me to get this lawnmower belt off. Whoa, buddy! Hopefully this is the ticket, Minnie. Minnie is the belt eater. Gotta get this darn belt issue straightened out. I bet you it is the bypass valve. Check this belt before we go in, Minnie. Wow. Looks good. Thanks, guy at Levines. Kind of push that down. Good thing that didn't get caught in there either, huh? All you guys are right. I said get the lawnmower belt off of there. We'll see. That might be the one. You gotta put some miles on it. But before I do that, I'm gonna order another backup. He don't work too good anymore. Been around.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.